it just, yeah, I don't know. It felt like a movie direct to streaming. I can imagine going to the theater and watching this and being satisfied, you know?
I don't know if I would say it felt like a direct-to-streaming movie. It kind of felt like a really good example of a COVID movie. Now,
Mm.
did you happen to check out the Resident Evil series that went to
Not yet.
Netflix?
Oof, not yet.
It's all
Did
right.
you?
Well, yeah, I watched the first episode, and the first thing that caught my eye was that there's a lot of phone calls and conversations that happen through the computer screen. And,
Mm.
I'll give you an example here, not to turn into Ralph the Movie Maker. I watched some video on Ralph the Movie Maker from YouTube and how he did this thing before releasing Lover, where he would just trash all these new movies and say, well, listen, even with my movie Lover, we did this and that is a piece of shit. It fucking sucks. It was ugly as hell. And it was clearly just like, I'm a 19-year-old boy shooting a movie for the first time. But even with my movie, which I shot for just $10,000, we did this and that. I don't want to fall into that trap. I don't want to get your expectations up and you're expecting fucking Citizen Kane from me now. But
And you get
even,
Lover. Yeah.
yeah, and you get Lover. That will, listen, if there's one thing I can firmly say, it's Mass State Lottery is at
Not
least
Lover.
10 times the movie that Lover wishes it was, okay? Now, where was I going with this? Oh, so something that we did, because we did shoot Mass State Lottery during COVID times, which I guess is over now, right? Maybe.
Mm.
There's a lot of communication, and this was in the original script anyway before the virus, which is there's a lot of communication that happens through the screen, and that's always boring as fuck in a movie. So you
Yeah.
want to make it interesting. And so we didn't. I tried to make it a little more interesting, where it's not computers and not. It's all technology essentially. You guys will maybe see that in the trailer when it drops. And something I noticed about the Resident Evil series is that they literally just took a screen and then threw a video image on it. Like it was a green. It was just they probably had a full screen green image, and they swapped it out with the raw video of whoever, and they're like not looking, like not eye to eye with the person talking or anything like that. And it just looks funny. It looks like they're distracted and talking to someone off camera. Really poorly done. Some of the caterpillar or whatever that's in there that's running after the girl, that looks kind of good, but it looks good in like a Cowboy Bebop way, which
What
means
is the
it doesn't look
budget?
right.
Was it a big budget for that series? Because I mean, that's one of the things with Netflix productions. They just look the fucking same.
Mm-hmm.
They don't look like real movies. I guess this is a series, but also how many misses can Netflix have before people stop caring about their own original things? Because sure, Stranger Things is a huge hit. I like Dark. I think that's a really good show. Ozark, which ended in a very lukewarm, very hand jobby way that I didn't
Uh,
like. There's, I guess, Better Call Saul. That's Netflix, right?
no,
But
no,
that's
no. That's
Vince.
not Netflix in America,
That's
but
it.
I know that
Oh,
it goes
okay.
to Netflix to you guys in some other
Yeah,
countries.
yeah, yeah. But
That
that's
is
still Vince
AMC.
Gilligan. That's
Hmm.
that's not even Netflix. That's because he has that guy at the helm. So it makes sense that it will be quality. But everything they do, it just looks the same. There's a movie coming out with I think it's Chris Pratt that I saw, or one of those stars.
Are you
And
talking
it
about the
just
Gray
looks,
Man with Ryan Gosling and Chris
yeah,
Evans? Okay.
yeah. That just looks like every other Netflix movie.
Hmm.
It's like it's different directors, but they look the exact same. Just not real. And then, well, I guess it's difficult to I guess expect something good to come out of a Resident Evil anything, because even though we did enjoy Raccoon City a lot, it's not seen by most people as like
It was a
quality or
flop.
good.
Nobody knows
Yeah.
that movie even exists. That's the thing. It was dropped in theaters abruptly, didn't go direct to streaming or anything, so no one caught the attention of it that way. And the promotional campaign that led up to it was so low key by comparison to all those terrible Paul W.S. Anderson movies.
Yeah.
I, I I don't know. I think it's very unfortunate that the one enjoyable Resident Evil, anything that actually feels like the games and did something interesting, is just not a factor as far as the property goes. The Netflix show has nothing to do with the games. Just seems completely unrelated. The only thing that has to do with it is the Lance Reddick character, who looks nothing like Wesker.
What? You're
Yeah.
kidding. The big, tall German blonde man, or whatever he is, Swedish, whatever he
Yeah.
is not Lance Reddick. No, he's not 60-year-old black Lance Reddick. Weird.
This
His
government
entire family.
sociopath who looks like Arnold Schwarzenegger from back in the day is turned into family man. He has many adopted children through different egg donors, and he's just taking care of his girls in New Raccoon City. And it's just like this is a like a young adult teen girl drama
Mm.
for Netflix. It feels like to all the boys I've ever loved that movie. That's what it feels like. So
Yeah,
my big point here and why this tangent on Resident Evil just occurred is that it looks like a very poor example, very lazy example of a COVID shot movie. This feels like a very good example of that in which they were able to figure out a way to get around it because you just had one boy in a room and then some surrounding stuff, obviously. But
yeah.
so much of that movie is just him hanging out, being haunted through the telephone and awaiting Ethan Hawke's character being a creep to him, which we never really get to see. He's just kind of manipulative, and that's about
Yeah.
it.